Alright boys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to use the email spamming method to book 100 plus sales calls every single month. Now, the name of the method sounds a bit controversial, but I'm going to explain it in this video because a lot of people think, yeah, email spamming is just never going to get me any results, and the results do speak for themselves. Now, you can't say that it doesn't work if this gets results time and time again. Alright, so I'm going to quickly show you my calendar and let's get into the video. Okay, so this is just my calendar, as you can see, my Calendly account, and just going to some analytics. We have 122 book calls in the last 30 days. We can even go the last 7 days. We have 30 in the last 7 days. Past 90 days, we've got 276 book calls in 90 days. Now, these are insane numbers, and I really just done it using the email spammer method. Now, controversial name, but I'll get into it. So I'm going to teach you actually how to do this, step by step how to do this, because it's really a lot easier than most people think, and I'm going to give you all the value. So this is my Instantly account. This is where you're going to be making the campaigns and actually sending out the emails. So I'm just going to walk you through exactly how to get started with cold email. So first of all, you make an account on instantly.ai and you sign up, and I'll shoot a link in the description, and you'll sign up and you'll just go into make a new campaign. All right, so you'll just name this like V1 and whatever niche you're going to target. So let's say agencies, and let's say there's 10k leads. All right, and the first thing you have to do once you're launching a campaign is adding leads and email accounts. So once you're getting the email accounts, what you want to do is you want to go to frostmailer.com, and these are the cheapest email accounts that you can find. So $2.50 per email account if you're buying under 150. Honestly, I recommend buying over 150 so you can get them for a lot cheaper and you can send out even more emails this way. But let's say we're doing under 250, so what you'll do is just go into this and you'll just buy the email accounts. I'd recommend getting like 160, 70, even 200 accounts. If you don't have the budget for that right now, like 100 accounts will do, even 50. Whatever kind of budget you're on, do that. All right, don't get any less than like 50 or 60 because it'll most likely just be a waste of time. You'll find it very hard to get results. All right, so once you get the email accounts, Frostmail will actually add you into a Slack channel, and they will navigate you towards kind of finishing them up. You'll have your accounts within 24 to 48 hours. So you won't have to worry about anything really. Frostmail will just do all of the work for you. And then once you have your email accounts, they'll actually just add the email accounts into Instantly. So you just give them your Instantly admin access and they'll walk you through everything. So you won't have to worry about it. So once you do that, have the email accounts in, the next step is to get leads. All right. So the easiest way to get leads is just on Apollo, easy, quick, and you can get pretty good leads on Apollo. So what you want to do is you want to go to Apollo and first of all set these exact filters. So in the email status section, we want to set them to verified, and we want to include catch-all emails, turn that off. All right, so we have only high quality emails in this list. All right, and once that's done, we can then go into targeting. So the people we're going to target is mainly founder, owner, CMO, manager, and we want to do CEO into. All right, so as you can see, there is 12.2 million leads with these job titles that are verified and have no catch-alls. So obviously this list isn't niched down enough, so what we want to do is niche it down to whoever you're going to be targeting. All right, so let's say we want to target agencies. What we'll do is just start typing up agency keywords, so marketing agency, PR agency, branding agency, wrong section. All right, we want to actually put it into the include keywords, so agency, marketing agency, and just type up all of your keywords that you want to target, like PR agency. All right, and put them all into there, and then that'll give you a nice list of people to target. And another thing to do is set the job titles and the location. So location primarily like Europe, United States. For this example, we'll just go in United States, and then number of employees, usually just 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 50 is usually a safe bet. And then all you have to do is scrape the leads. So the website I like to scrape the leads on is called app.exportapollo.com. And you really I'll just show you how to use it. So you just get the Apollo search link, paste it into here. You'll have to buy some credits from this too. It's pretty cheap. Yeah, they're pretty cheap to get. And then lead list name, you just name it whatever you're targeting. So agency, number of contacts, let's say 10,000, and company name cleaning is always a good one to use. And then you just scrape the leads, and you'll get the leads within like 3 or 4 hours, I'd say. And once you have the leads, you just add them into here. So add them in, drag and drop the CSV file in, and then you're like halfway there. All you need to do is write some scripts. So when it comes to writing scripts, you can keep it simple. It really depends what you're offering. But let's say, for example, if I was to write scripts for my own company, which is a lead generation company, what I'd do is just keep the subject line simple. So hi, first name, and then you can actually syntax the subject line. So what syntax does is something for you, first name. So what syntax does is actually improves deliverability. So instead of just sending the same message, so just hey, first name, it'll send either hey, hello, something for you, or hi. And this will improve deliverability, and you will not get marked as spam if you do syntax correctly. So in terms of the script, this is exactly what I do. So hi, first name, we've been helping marketing agencies secure 2 to 3 high ticket clients each month with cold email and LinkedIn. Open to seeing a video on how the system works. And I just syntax a few of these things. So hello, we've been helping marketing agencies sign, land 2 to 3 high ticket clients. Now this is just a really rough script. It's not going to be amazing, but just a really rough script. And then what you'd want to do is just add a follow-up. So just like, hey, first name, here's a case study, and launch that. All right. So obviously you'd fix up these scripts a wee bit more. I'd recommend putting 2 days in between just to make it more spread out. And honestly, once you have the scripts and everything in there, you're ready to launch. All right. So it's really simple. If you want more info about writing scripts, I do have a course that teaches you exactly how to write scripts for different niches. So if you want that, either reach out to me or you'll find the link somewhere in my profile. And okay, we need to save that. So yeah, make sure to always save your changes. And then in terms of the setting schedule, so it depends what time zone you're reaching out to, but usually if it's US, you can just keep the default settings and only on weekdays. And then the options, so you just add all of your email accounts. I think we have like over a few thousand on this, but add your 60, 200 email accounts, whatever you have, just add them all in. Link tracking, always disable. Send emails as HTML because that's just going to increase deliverability. And then in terms of daily limit, so if you have 100 email accounts, your daily limit is going to be 2,500 because you can send 25 emails per email account safely. So let's say we have 100 email accounts, we'll put in 2,500. And then the time pattern, we want to put 21 minutes and random additional time as 3, just to keep everything safe. And honestly, other than that, that's it. All right, you really just launch the campaign from there and let it rip. All right, now the most important thing here is going to be your offer. So if your offer is trash and you've no guarantees or nothing, it's just not going to work. Okay, you need to have a really solid offer to make this work, because without an offer, it's just not going to work well and you're not going to see any results. Okay, and once you start sending these emails, you'll start getting replies in. Now this is just some emails, so you just want to start replying to them, warm calling leads. So once you get a reply in, let's say this guy here replied to me, he did, all right, I'll copy and paste that, and I'll actually just go to Apollo and get his phone number, and then we ring them up and basically pitch them on the phone, pitch them a book call. Okay, so we can still reply to them, so I'd recommend still replying to the leads if it's a video, whatever. But what I'd do straight away as soon as you get that lead in is just call them up, and I'm going to show you how to get that lead's phone number. So you just go to company, include list of companies, save and search. All right, and then we have Kent at Alpha Coast, and here he is here. So you can see his phone number right there, it just comes up. All right, so this is exactly how to do it. And you just ring up his phone number, go high level, your normal phone, close, whatever you use, and just book the call in, get the book call on your calendar, and that's a win. All right. So yeah, really simple method here to book over 100 calls a month easily if you have enough volume. Pretty simple. Hopefully you did find this valuable, and if you do find it valuable, I would recommend even looking into my cold email course, because I just go over this but only in a lot more detail and a lot more examples, because this is just a really short video. So if you want to learn how to actually do it efficiently and get even better results, you can join the course. I'll leave a link somewhere, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, that's all for now. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Peace.